high school. The verses I'm going to be using today are 1 James 1:2, Proverbs 3:5, and Romans 8:28. And I'm doing it on trials. We all face trials in life. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or not. Trials are just a part of our lives. Maybe you guys are going through something difficult right now. Maybe you're going through health issues. Maybe you're going through relational issues, like problems with your friendships or something like that. Trials can help us, they can make us feel alone and helpless. The good news is that we're not alone. We have God. Trials are actually a really common occurrence within the Bible. In Genesis, we can see two instances of some trials. We can see when Joseph is sold into slavery by his two brothers, and we can also see when when Abraham was asked by God to sacrifice his own son. Not to mention, we look at the book of Job. I don't know if you guys have read the book of Job, but it's just one big trial for Job. This man is a righteous man, and he's following God all his life, and then he has everything ripped away from him. Even during all of these people's hardships, they stayed faithful to God. They trusted in God, and they knew that he was good, and they just listened to his plan. That brings me to my first point. Trials can refine us. Trials can strengthen us in our faith, and they can strengthen us in our faith and help us to trust in God more. Trials can help us to develop endurance and persistence within our faith. Trials can help us to recognize that we have limitations without God, and with God, he can help us to get past those. Trials can expose areas of weakness within our lives. They can help us to realize that we have a messed up character and we can fix that. Trials can increase our empathy for those who are around us. They can help us to see that other people are going through things that we've gone through before, and we can feel for them with that. The Bible talks about how gold can be refined with fire. In a similar way, our faith can be strengthened through the trials that we go through. James 1:2 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." We need to remember that though the times may be hard while they're happening for a reason. God may be using them to strengthen you for your future or to help those who are around you someday. My second point is trials can be an opportunity to trust God. When we're facing trials, it's important to remember that we aren't alone in them. Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord completely and do not rely on your own opinions. With all your heart, rely on him to guide you, and he will lead you in every decision you make." When we're facing difficulties, it can be easy to try to fix them all by ourselves, but that's not the way we should go about things. Whenever we're going through these trials, we can realize that with God's help, we can get through them easier. We can use his help to truly face our trials. And my third point is trials can be used for good. Romans 8:28 says, "We know that in everything God works for the good of those who love him." These are the people God chose because that was his plan. Even though we're going through hard times, God can use it for good. God may be giving us trials so we can relate them back to something that's happening in one of our friends' lives. We can use those trials to be there for other people. We can show that they're not alone in what they're doing, and you can get through it in the end. In whatever case, you know that you can be trusting in God within them. In the end, trials are a part of all of our lives. They're something that we have to face, but that doesn't mean that we should be afraid of them. Trials help us to grow in our faith. They help us whenever we're in uncertain times to see that God is on our side. By remembering that trials can refine us, they give us opportunities to trust in God, and they help you to get stronger in your faith. We can see that trials are a good thing within our lives. I encourage you guys to hold on to your faith within your trials. Remember that you're not alone and God is with you. He will never leave your side or forsake you. And know that these trials won't last forever. They are simply part of a journey of faith, and they're helping us to become the people that God created us to be.